Recently on the Howard Stern show, he hosted JLo and asked her about her relationships, and she shared that she had never really been loved. So today we're going to talk about what really being loved is, or what it feels like, or what it should be anyway. My name is Amanda,
Samantha.
And Priscilla.
and we are your hosts on Calmly Aligned.
Where the conversations are calm.
Thoughtful and uplifting.
So, guys, I don't know if you heard about this, but she shared that she had never been loved on Howard Stern show. And I think shortly after, her ex-husband came out and said he had loved her and she was the problem. But I digress.
He said she was a problem.
like, oh, like apparently he had loved her. He felt like he had really loved her,
Uh-huh.
but she was the problem.
She was the problem.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
what do you guys think?
Wow.
I feel like if you love someone truly, you cover them. You don't expose them. So for him to say in the same breath that he loved her and then she was the problem, that's contradictory to what love really is, in my
Don't you think
opinion.
maybe because time has passed, maybe he's calling accountability? I mean, that's a term these
That's
days.
not being accountable. Being accountable is reflecting, self-reflection, looking at what your role was in the whole thing that made it, fall apart. Taking accountability and looking within yourself, not outwardly. Because it's easy to play the blame game. But if you want to take accountability, you have to see where your part was, your role, what your role was in the whole thing that made it fail. Yeah.
I like what you said about if you truly love someone, your first instinct is to cover them, to protect them, to shield them,
Especially in the public.
especially in the
Yeah.
public, yes. But also there's the other angle of he maybe felt attacked. And looking back, especially if he felt like he had given his all and maybe had been wronged or the relationship hadn't gone the way that he had anticipated, he felt the need to get up and defend himself. But then again, like you said, that now begs the question, is that being truly loving in the sense
Yeah.
of the word, of what love truly is? Because you've read that I have it here, First Corinthians chapter 13. You know the one I'm talking
Of
about?
course, the church one.
Yeah, 4 to 7. Love is patient and kind. Love does not envy or boast. It is not arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice at wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. So,
Okay, but that is, I think, present love. I'm imagining if someone was in the past. Do you think it's possible to love someone and they don't recognize it?
yes,
Perhaps that's what's
I think it is.
happening here.
I have lived and seen that it is. Because for me, what I came to realize is the kind of love that I have been expecting and wishing for from the time that I was a little girl, not thinking about settling down and meeting Mr. Right and getting married. All the ways that I thought I wanted to be loved, it got to a point where it felt like I wasn't living the dream that I had
Yeah.
dreamt for myself. And so it left me in a position where I was asking myself, okay, this is not love, maybe. But you know how you talk to your person, and they genuinely will tell you that, but I love you.
Oh.
And it got me to start thinking about love. Like, have you heard that saying? I think Matt Kahn or something like that said, people will only meet you as deeply as they've met themselves.
Yeah.
I think people will only love you as deeply as they're capable of, or have been shown, or have been modeled for,
Yeah.
you know? Because I don't know what you guys think about that.
First of all, that verse you read in the Bible describing love. I don't know if human beings are capable of loving another human being that way.
I think that God puts us on this earth to, to learn how to, not immediately know how to, but to learn. Because if you think about it, how many people have loved you in your lifetime from the minute that you came into the world? You've experienced so many different kinds of love,
Yeah.
right? And I want to imagine that with each kind of love that you experience, you're learning, you're absorbing. And in learning, then you learn something new. Of course, when you learn something, you start to do it, right?
Yeah.
So the way that your parents loved you, the way that you watched your parents maybe love each other also, the way that maybe you, if you've had like past relationships, how you've been loved, all of those, they're little, it's like people imprint on you. They're like little prints of love.
Yeah.
And as a person, you can choose to take that and add on to what you know, and then give it out, and then also keep receiving. And as you receive, you keep learning, and as you give, you keep learning. For me, that's how I've started to think of love. Yeah.
That
Okay.
you receive and you keep earning.
You keep learning from the different ways you've been loved. And I think this is so boring and so cliche, but I'm going to say it, and I'm going to look into the camera as I say it. If you have children and you're in a loving relationship, please be mindful, because what you're doing in that relationship, you're modeling for these children what the love of, say, a partner, you know,
Yeah.
is meant to look like.
Yeah.
So it's very important how you treat your partner, and this is, on both sides. Yeah,
That's deep.
because we're learning.
Yeah, we're learning on
Yeah,
the job. It's
we're
our first
learning.
time being human beings.
Yeah,
It's our first time being parents.
yeah. And I think
So,
God meant for us to learn, and this is in the Bible as a guide for us to aspire to reach that point.
yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about maybe the reception of the love? I feel like sometimes we want to be, someone might love us, but sometimes that's not the person we want the love from.
You don't want to receive that
Unrequited
love,
love.
Yes, because
or you don't even
if
understand
the
it.
gentleman says he loved her, but she was not trying to be there for it, because he went on to say you were chasing a dream, you were, so maybe the timing has to do with it. Maybe it's the
Yeah.
person it comes from. I,
Yes.
for one, I'm in my waiting season, but there's been some people that would claim to
Tell
love you.
us. Tell us.
Oh my God. And you can't even breathe. You're like, my goodness, this person is lying because
I want to understand
I
them.
want to hide. I want him to leave me alone.
Oh,
But he's in
okay.
love, apparently. So I would imagine if I was to be convinced in such a scenario, would I ever receive that love?
No.
No. So you have to be in a place where you're ready to receive
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
I think that's
And
that's what's going
even
on here.
depending on where you are in your life, how you
Yes.
receive is it could be different, right?
Yeah.
Because if you say, okay, I'm in a season of waiting, but and someone feels like they've come and they're showering you with what they feel is their best version of the love that they're giving, and you're not receptive.
I like what you shared about role modeling,
Mm,
what kind of relationship you want for your children.
yes.
Personally, growing up, I didn't have the best um, role models of what a healthy marriage looks like. At home, I didn't have the best example. When I look in within my extended family, I haven't seen very many good examples of what marriage should look like. So
Of
I
a
feel
healthy marriage,
a
anyway.
healthy marriage. So I feel like going into it, I was winging it. I was winging it and hoping and praying that I would find someone with whom I could raise a healthy family with, but I didn't have what to base it on. So,
Okay, that's interesting.
yes.
That's interesting. But you do you feel like you would know if it felt wrong? Am I?
Yeah, there's that inside internal compass maybe, and what we read from the Bible of what it really should be like. A husband should love his wife like Christ loved the church.
Oh, yes.
Like sacrificial. There has to be a
Sacrificial
sacrificial element
love.
to it.
So maybe the Bible is where you find your guideline for what it should be, but you've not had the best examples around you, should I say.
What
I
do
also
you
feel like
think?
many people, in like because of the way we live lives, it's lonely out here. So I feel
Yes.
like sometimes people hold on to the wrong person and then they end up getting burnt out
Yeah.
because I don't want to press in on the poor lady and her love life, but if you've seen like the last she did a movie on love, and in the movie she said she was in love and she felt loved and finally she has arrived, and
This is
so
J-Lo.
yes, so I think I don't know, is it maybe do we get, they do say love is blind, so when do you think that those glasses fall off?
The rose-colored
Yes,
glasses.
from like
Wow.
from coming
That's
from
a tough one.
I am in love, I've finally reached and I'm finally loved the way I should be, and deuces to my exes to back to zero. Are we rushing into love? Are
Sometimes I
we?
wonder if, first and foremost, the perception and understanding of love is changing with movies, and social media, and what is portrayed
Yeah.
as what should be, what one should expect.
Yeah.
But also there's that thing of, does it happen that this person meets you and just knows exactly what you need, and in that moment they're able to love you in the way that you expect, and because it's all new and it's exciting and it's, oh my god, what do they call it? I don't know, I forget the phrase, but when it's new and exciting, it's so easy to not see. And we women are so good at that. And I'm going to say this, maybe let me not
The
generalize. Let me
love
say it for
bombing phase.
myself,
The love bombing
that
phase.
we ignore red flags because we choose to only look at the good, at the green flags that we see. And you somehow make excuses. So maybe it will get better, or
Yeah.
it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Or, and as time goes on, those same things that you are willing to compromise on, interestingly, it's always those same things that you felt you could overlook, now all of a sudden are the glaring things.
At what point do you think you now recognize that I thought I was being loved, but this is not it?
I don't know. Is it when you're settling into real life,
Yeah,
and
the routine
into
of everyday
real
life.
life routines that are
Yes.
maybe not so exciting anymore?
They're not
They're
glamorous.
not glamorous.
Buying you roses every day.
The attention factor is not quite, what
Sending
it
you text
was.
messages every 2 minutes.
Yes. So once the excitement dies down, and for me, I think that's when now you get to what I like to call that gentle, enduring,
Yeah.
that love that is not glamorous, that love that is
Yeah.
not exciting, it's not butterflies, it's not chemistry.
But
It
it's
is,
reliability, it's
yes,
consistency, it's
yes, it's understanding your
loyalty.
person.
Yeah.
It's there's a level of respect there
Yeah.
for maybe what their needs are. Tuning in and listening and really internalizing the certain things about them, the things that make them them,
Yeah.
making peace with the things that you don't like.
Exactly. That's a big one.
Oh my
That's a
God.
big one.
The things that those little things that irritate you, and you have to make peace with them. I think for many people,
They struggle.
they struggle because for a long time movies and cinema didn't show that side.
Yeah.
It showed the butterfly excitement phase.
They
I
showed it ends
like
at
I
the
like
wedding.
Yeah, it's at the wedding.
The
And
And the
then,
bright,
kiss, the
the
first
beautiful
kiss.
white dress.
and then you after that everyone is like, okay, so they lived happily ever after. My God, I hate that phrase.
Oh, really?
Oh my God,
I aspire for that phrase.
I came to, I'm sorry,
I
maybe I'm
aspire to
just,
live that
maybe I'm
phrase.
very cynical and maybe jaded, but I came to really hate that phrase.
We were bamboozled. You felt bamboozled.
I felt, I felt kunyagad. I felt what's
They told you
kuferad.
a lie.
I felt
Yeah.
kuferad, like someone had kuferad me, like really,
Yeah.
like, okay, because you come down from a high and you have
In
to
real life, you're facing real life.
real life.
Yeah. But then I think it's part of extending grace to yourself, first of all,
Yes.
knowing that, okay, this fairy tale that I thought I was supposed to live is not what it is. Accepting what it is.
And now that it's not there, what
What
next?
next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's important because if I mean loving, not being loved and thinking you are loved and then you move on like that, I think that also spirals out of control. You have a circle of a line
Yeah.
of almost loved or past loves. I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, I've come to feel like love is very much like a living, breathing thing because it grows.
And you have to keep watering
It grows. You
it.
have to keep watering it like anything that is living. You have to nurture and water and
And give.
give. Yes.
Give.
So putting in that work, the
And
reality
not
sometimes is not so,
Easy.
yeah, it's not so easy, especially with the day to day. You're both working, and then maybe like for people who go ahead and have children, you have children, sleepless nights. Dirty diapers are not very romantic.
I know.
African men, many don't believe in date night.
Yeah.
So there's that keeping that, not necessarily, we don't expect flames and fireworks, but like any fire, you have to keep adding something,
Yeah,
you
for
know?
sure.
You know,
So,
For
I've always
sure.
heard, yeah, that always love or be with someone that loves you more than you love them.
I used to hear that a lot.
So
And
I'm
they used to say for a
wondering.
woman,
But
it's
how do
very
you measure?
important.
How do you measure? Okay,
Yes.
now I'm loving more, or he's
So that's
loving
what
more.
I'm like.
But
What?
you see, do
How
you know
loved are you
what? Do you
feeling?
know, I feel like that phrase led to now people developing love bombing techniques because then people need to go all out, and because that's what people want.
Yeah.
You want him to show you that he's all over you, he loves you, he worships the ground you walk on. So he's going to humor you and he's going to do that. But that's not sustainable.
It's not.
So what happens now when real life kicks in? You can't have roses every day. You can't be whisking someone off somewhere exciting every day. You can't. So even us, I think as humans, we need to also manage our
I
expectations.
know,
And like you
managing
said, you
expectations.
extend grace.
Yeah.
Someone comes home from a long day. Maybe that day they didn't bring flowers. Maybe
It's
that day they didn't say the
okay.
hi, honey.
It's
Maybe that
okay.
day she didn't meet you at the door with that glass of juice. Some people like to be knelt down for daddy kulikayo, you know. So
Yeah.
when those things are not there, you're going to think, my thought process would be, oh, okay, today is different. How maybe the day was harder.
Yeah.
um that's now your time to do that, to for that gentle, let's sit down and just catch up. Yeah.
So what do you think, in your opinion? Like, let's narrow it down. When do you feel truly loved, or what does truly being loved look like?
I wasn't expecting that. The question is pointed towards you.
Yeah. I would
Wow.
say for me, feeling truly loved is being present, making time for us to sit down and talk about our hopes, our dreams, where we see our future going, sharing the good times and the bad times. Really, quality time is my love language.
I was going to ask,
I don't mind a
say, is
nice
that where
gift.
I was going to say, is that where the love language now comes in?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking? I think I am a bit of two things: quality time and acts of service. Yeah, I'm very big on acts of service because everyday life can be lifing. So you don't have to buy the roses. You don't have to noticing, even when you don't feel like, even when you feel like you're not noticing, but asking, what can I do today to make your day better?
Yeah.
You know, How can I make the day easier, lighter? Those little things. But what Samantha said, being present, it starts with being present.
For me, being truly loved, I've never haven't been in love, so. But I'd think if being truly loved would be maybe someone valuing you, your time, your opinion, and consistency is big for me.
Yes, absolutely.
I do not like. I can't even entertain if someone, like you said, love bombing and they can't sustain it, or let's say he's not very, like, is it consistent? Anything consistent, like there's
That
okay,
that
like
thing they say of start how you intend to continue.
Yeah.
yes, for instance, yes, like like I've dated people, right? I've been on dates with guys that don't communicate all the time. And in my head, maybe that's too early for love, but like for your heart to be comfortable to even entertain the idea of love. Like someone doesn't text you often, but you know when he says we're going out, he does it. So I'm good at adjusting. But once now that bit is there's a hiccup. Let's say every like he calls me on Monday and he's like, "What are you doing this week?" So then I'll know, we always go out on dates once a week.
Yes.
So next time you don't call me that once a week. To me, that is a wrap. You're clearly on some other jazz. So I don't know if it's, I think consistency, is that a love language?
I feel like it ought to be. I feel
Like
like it ought to
consistency is
be
a love language.
because I think that that ball is dropped a lot. And unfortunately, I'm going to speak for the generations that I understand, which is millennials. I don't know about Gen Z, but I feel like that ball is dropped a lot, the consistency, you know? Um, and it doesn't have, and people mistake consistency to mean, oh, you're very high maintenance, which is not the same thing. Consistency could simply be maybe checking on someone at the end of the day, right? It could be maybe if you're living together, having dinner together,
If you're
and
sending flowers on Monday,
if you're not able to communicating when you're not able
yeah,
to,
yeah.
it's yeah, things like that.
If you
Yeah.
send flowers on Monday, please, every Monday.
But
Every
isn't that
Monday,
also, isn't
Amanda
that
has to
having
have
unrealistic
Amanda has
I
to
mean,
have
I
expectations?
flowers.
feel like if you've started it,
Yeah.
finish it. It's different if you send me once in a while, sporadically. But if
Oh, like
you make it a habit of
if it's
sending me
like
flowers
Every
every
Monday.
Monday,
1 month of
and then I get comfortable with expecting flowers, and
Every
then
Monday.
and
maybe that month they're working with a florist and they have an
explain,
offer.
Or maybe he has work demands that are really
explain like that. It's not
Okay, I
hard.
like
wow.
A
that.
phone call
The
say, you know
standards,
what?
my sister, are up there.
No, I
Yeah.
mean, if you promise to, like, that's a promise. What's the point of have a promise? Be a person of your. If you're not a man of your word, then am I going to? That means if you don't send it this Monday, I'm going to start. That's when the anxiety comes in. You're like,
Is there
is
something
this
that's
is has
changing?
something changed? He used to
Yeah.
send it every Monday.
Which is very
Is
natural.
that
It
is yeah?
happens,
Is
yeah.
the so and love can't grow with that in anxiety.
So what I'm
Yeah.
hearing is communication is key because that's what's behind. It's key.
Consistency, really.
Yeah.
If you can't be consistent, explain why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to know, how can you challenge yourself to love better? And how do you see yourself as you truly are? I think that goes back to what Samantha said about being able to sit down and talk. Like how people do like work appraisals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes I genuinely wish you could just do that
No, but you can.
in
You
a
should.
relationship and say, no, let's do our check-in. How are we
Yes.
doing? Where are
Yeah.
we?
Yeah.
Where am I falling
Where it's
short?
both of you. He
Yes.
gets to say what he's saying, your partner gets to say what they feel, and you get like open, honest
Should be an annual
communication.
appraisal.
I feel like even quarterly. Okay, quarterly might be a bit much.
Yeah.
Maybe biannually.
Biannual.
Maybe.
Yeah. So there we have it. Thank you for joining us on Comely Aligned. Would love to hear from you.
Are our expectations too
Yes,
high?
yes, to hear from you. What's your take on being really loved?
Are we living in La La Land? Some of us. I'm
Perhaps,
not looking at you, Amanda.
Are you setting your standards too low?
perhaps.
Has a bad experience made you lower your standards? Are your standards too high? Are you expecting as much as you're willing to give?
Yeah.
You know, because it's a two-way street.
It's a two-way street.
Yeah. Anyway, catch you next time on Comely Aligned. My name is Amanda.
Samantha.
My name is Priscilla.
God bless.